Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be hunting one of Britain's biggest spiders, the bog raft spider. We're here at Thursley Common in Surrey, and it's a site at which I found my first ever raft spider. It was a big female sat on a boardwalk, which is where we're heading now. And it's a beautiful morning, a bit misty but the sun's coming up, and I'm here with my friend Emma.
Hello.
And she's never seen a raft spider, so we're hoping to get her first ever one. Now, if you've never seen a raft spider, think of those big house spiders you get in your house, but make the legs a bit chunky and make it walk on water. And that's the sort of thing we're looking for. You know, there's cases of them eating small fish and stuff like that. So fingers crossed we'll get to see them. As I've said, I've seen them here before, but I haven't seen them since 2020 when there was a big fire here and it took out all the boardwalk, which is the main habitat where you find them. Not the boardwalk, of course, the bog set is over. So I'm hoping to see one here for the first time in 3 years. We've just walked down the middle boardwalk and we found these really cool signs. Look at these. I love the style and of course what's on there, dragonflies. There's our target, raft spider. Lovely snipe and back swimmers. And they keep going, look at this. Lots of dragonfly nymphs, palmate newts, emerging dragonfly. A lovely poem about dragonflies coming out and then getting eaten by hobby buttock sphinx. Really nice. Well, as we were walking around, the sun came out for a little bit and then it disappeared behind the cloud. So we went for a walk round over the heathland, found a stone chat, not much else. So we're heading back to the boardwalk where the water is and hopefully the raft spiders.
We found this bee wolf warming up on a rush, and after a quick clean, it flew off.
Well, we're just walking up to the first boardwalk down here and a grayling landed on me for all of 2 seconds, which is quite cool. It's quite a rare heathland butterfly. Here's a little bit of footage of it in the tree afterwards. It wouldn't land for me properly anywhere.
And on the boardwalk was this bog bush cricket, legs stretched out, trying to warm up in the sun. Despite doing a complete loop of the boardwalks, no raft spiders were seen, but we did find this male black darter, a species of heathland and bogs. On the perimeter path, we took a look at the large wood ant nests near the woodland. Some were dragging this large green caterpillar into the nest, but kept getting stuck on the twigs that the nest is constructed from.
Well, I've just walked a bit further along this perimeter path and behind me here there's a load of swallows flying around. They keep landing on the telegraph pole and the tree, so we're just enjoying them for a little bit.
These would have been birds that were gathering together and feeding up before carrying out their famous migration south to winter in Africa.
Right, well, we've just walked back to the boardwalk. The sun is trying to come out. Having just dodged a bunch of very wet dogs that have been in the water, I wasn't holding out much hope for this pond here, which is where I've seen some before. But I walked right past it. Emma spotted it. There's one just down here.
Can you see it? How about now? It's right here. Now, with this being a video on raft spiders, you think I'd talk a bit more about this, but for reasons that will become very obvious later, I will come back to this spider. There's a clue in the next clip.
Well, we gave up watching that raft spider because it just stayed where it was for a while. It was great to see. I showed it to a few people passing by. And we're just walking along the path here, and Dan, who we've bumped into on the boardwalk at the raft spiders, he goes, "Oh, is that one of your rare robber flies?" And there was a hornet robber fly. Amazing beastie.
Our largest robberfly species, and one of the UK's largest flies. It can catch adult grasshoppers in flight.
We did walk along the boardwalks, but we didn't see any more raft spiders. We did get lots of these common lizards. Just walking back onto the heathland, we're going to see if we can find some more hornet robber flies. But we just found this grayling and I've captured it doing this.
It was laying eggs. I even managed to capture the egg being laid onto the grass. Every so often she'd stop for a rest before carrying on egg laying, and then rest again. I got my best bit of footage when she started egg laying again. And this would have been my best bit of footage if she'd actually laid an egg.
We've just walked, what, a few hundred metres from where that grayling was, and along this path here is a load of bee wolves. So we've got our own digger alley like you get at Minsmere, and there's a whole load of other things, jewel wasps, and we've seen a spider hunting wasp, all sorts of things. Fantastic.
The bee wolves were taking honeybees back to their burrows. This burrow can be 1 metre deep and have multiple chambers branching off. In each chamber she will put 4 or 5 bees and lay an egg on them. The larva that hatches will then eat the bees, pupate, and emerge as an adult next year. There was also this mottled grasshopper, not a species I see very much.
I've got a bit of confession, guys. That raft spider we saw earlier, it hadn't moved when we came back to this boardwalk. So I got a long bit of grass and just gave it a little nudge, and it turned out it was a shed skin. So whoops. It's going to be obvious when I get back on the screen, I bet, but yeah. Well, there's been a bit of a twist. We were just cursing the fact that it was just a skin, and we're just coming towards the end of the boardwalk, same boardwalk, just further down, and just behind me there you can see the guys looking at it. There is an actual, definitely 100% not a skin, a live raft spider. So we did actually get it right at the end of the day. Phew.
The raft spider was sat on the water's surface, something they can do using water repellent hairs on their legs and body. In the past I've seen them catch honeybees coming down to drink, and females carrying around their egg sacs in their fangs. They also have a fantastic courtship where males approach the females and try to woo them by sending vibrations across the water's surface. But this one just sat there. But at least it wasn't just a shed skin.
We decided to call it a day. It's what, like 6 o'clock now or something crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's quieting down, but we got the raft spider. Yes, we had a a slight faux pas on my part when there was a skin that we thought was one, and then it turned out to be, you know, a skin of a raft spider, not a raft spider. But then I found one. So actually, you didn't find one then, did you?
No.
You found a skin. But yes, then thankfully I spotted one right at the end there. So yeah, we got our raft spider. Not a particularly big one. It's a bit late in the season, if I'm honest. They're usually bigger, sort of May, June, and then they start to die off, the big adults. But we might be have another look another time. But yeah, we've seen lots of good things. Bee wolves, hornet robber fly. We've seen some other things as well, haven't we?
Bog marsh cricket,
Oh yeah, that bog marsh cricket and
black darters.
black darters, and the grayling laying eggs as well. So a good day out. I do recommend Thursley. I do like it. It's one of my favourite reserves. We've got no heathland in Essex, or not much anyway. So yeah, do check this place out. And yeah, I guess that's it from me. Do like the video if you enjoyed it. Do consider subscribing if you like wildlife or wildlife photography or wildlife filmmaking. Lots of videos on that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.